All right, let's jump back into the Outer Worlds. Every time you level up, you earn skill points to spend on improving your skills. Spending a skill point on a core skill, like melee, improves all of the specialized skills in that group up to a maximum of 50. After 50, you can add points directly to specialized skills up to 100. Every skill improves as it grows, but special unlock bonuses occur every 20 points. Read each skill description to see what they are. Armor, consumables, and status effects can temporarily raise or lower your skills. This helps or hurts skill checks and the skill's passive bonuses, but won't give or take away the skill unlocks. Work diligently, improve yourself, and you too can achieve middle management. Yay. Okay. Welcome to the perk selection screen. On this screen, you can choose which perks to buy with your perk points. You can get a new perk point to spend every 2 levels. You can also acquire perk points through gameplay, such as accepting a flaw. Acquiring 5 new perks makes the next tier of perks available to you. Auntie wants you to be your best, to help her be the very best. Alright, so what do we have here? Permanent walk speed is pretty good. So is that. You never really go wrong with speed. Oh, that could be good. Might be able to make some money. being able to fast travel while encumbered might be good for trading. I think we're going to start out with faster sprinting. And then over here, big fan of long guns. I like all of these. This is unfortunate. Let's do... Okay, so I've got 10 points. None of these have anything to do with armor. Really? Oh. I mean, that's kind of armor, but... No. No, no. I don't like these. Let's go with... Let's put... Oh, how does this work? Okay, it goes into all of them. Put 5 into there. 5 into dialogue for now. That way we can try to talk our way through some situations. Okay. Accept. Time dilation, location hits. You've unlocked location hit effects for tactical time dilation. Hitting enemies in different locations using TTD maims or cripples those body parts. Try different locations to see the different effects. Hit the chest to produce different effects while using different weapons. You've unlocked a dialogue combat skill. When attacking the correct type of target, they are automatically debilitated. Okay. Well, that's good fun. Okay. So now we need to go do what exactly?
What can I do for you, Captain?
I'll be back.
Goodbye.
Okay. What were we doing? Apparently I'm supposed to go this way. Oh, hello.
Say, this wouldn't happen to be your ship, would it? Because
maybe.
you sure walked in it like it was your ship. And if this ship is yours, well, ma'am, you owe Spacer's Choice a hefty fine. Afraid we gotta dock your pay.
You've got it all wrong. I'm a Starship Safety Inspector.
Oh, by Allah. I'm so sorry. I had no idea we had an inspector coming. If you'd like to speak with my manager, I report to Constable Reyes in Edgewater. Edgewater's not too far. Just follow the road east of here, over past the cemetery. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to inspect the crime scene before I make my report.
Take care. Alright, well, I think I'll be leaving now. Goodbye. So my mic is a touch too loud. Okay, do I have reshade on? Is this on? Yes, it looks like it is. Oh, okay. Okay, so we're heading over to Edgewater, I believe it's called. I think that's what they said. You're at sprint speed. Where's my stamina bar? I don't see a stamina bar. Do I not have stamina bar? Oh. Hello. Are you an enemy? Yes.
I smell blood.
Well, that was funny. You don't have anything? Good God. Oh, you do. Okay. You don't have anything. Crouch control. So pretty. I love that. Rings. So nice.
Whoa, hey, where'd you come from?
I'm not sure, but that
Don't
doesn't
go
matter.
ambling out in those hills. That's Marauder territory, friend.
How do you know I'm not a marauder?
You talk too pretty for a Marauder. Most of them just grunt and yell. Ain't safe out here. You'd best head into town. Avail yourself of Edgewater's high walls. And low prices.
Mm-hmm.
Pleased to make your acquaintanceship. I'd shake your hand, but I've been hauling corpses. You don't want none of that on you. Name's Silas. Junior in humor for the town of Edgewater. We're all part of the Spacer's Choice family. Got a knack for being discreet-like? There's money to be made, long as you keep your nose clean. Edgewater is a company town, board-owned and operated. That includes the cemetery. None of us own our grave sites, we rent them from the company. Renting means money. Money means paperwork. Paperwork means signatures. Some of our families become a mite delinquent in paying their dues, you see?
So I can be a bill collector.
Company policy. If it was up to me, I'd put the whole town 10 feet under, free of charge. 4 workers still haven't paid up. Phyllis, Conrad, Ludwig, and Martin Abernathy. He's a special case. You may want to twist his arm a little.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
He just is. Look, I don't want to get into it. Just make sure he pays up.
Where can I find these people?
Conrad's got a barbershop in town. Phyllis works at the cannery most hours. Abernathy... I ain't seen him in a few days. His domicile is near the cannery. You'll find him in town. All except Ludwig, that is. He's over by the landing pad. Yeah?
You lose a lot of people to marauders?
Former people, yeah. Marauders been raiding my graves, you see. Hence the armed guards. Oh no. They are after the most precious loot of all. Spacer's Choice Company property. If those marauders swipe any more bodies out of my cemetery, company's gonna dock my pay. Hang on, I'm doing some math in my head. 20, 30, carry the one... all my life? Work's been real good to me. Fresh air, exercise. Only problem is the paperwork. Can't get anybody to pay their gravesite fees.
Okay then. Well, I heard we need to go to the landing pad. Where's the landing pad? Looks like maybe over there. Alright, so how do I journal? Stranger in a new land. Phineas needs your help to set things right in Halcyon, but you'll need transportation first. Find a power regulator. Alright, so let's set this as the active. We're just going to do this little side quest first. See if we can get over to the landing pad. Taste of freedom. Well, hello, good sir.
Thank the law. I've been requisitioning backup for months. Guess the boss finally came to his senses. You ever swung a truncheon? Let me see your rifling stance. I want to make sure you're up to snuff.
Oh, I wanted to keep going with that.
The war! The coming apocalypse! Man versus machine! I'm talking about mechanical soldier. Cold, heartless automatons made of iron and lies. That's right. That's what I've been saying. We gotta square our shoulders and stand ever vigilant. Auto-mechanicals. Creatures forged in the fires of malevolence. I seen them over by the old power plant. Clattering about, firing at the birds, orchestrating their uprising. When the swarms of mechanicals come clanging on over that hill, where will you be? Cowering beneath your cot? Or standing, shoulder to shoulder with the resistance?
Whoops.
I've been gathering up a war chest over the years. Saltuna cans, mostly. Some Spacer's Chaw. Few bit cards. I'll reward you for your aid. Enlistment fees. Yeah, I suppose. Wouldn't want to give the Resistance a bad name. They have sent a scout, prowling around the junkyard just behind our beloved town. This scout must not be permitted to return to its base of operations. Cross it off, then report back.
Okay.
Mechanical's got a weak spot in their midsections. I think the technical term is, the blue glowy square thing. Go on. I'm Ludwig Miller, Associate Security Officer for Transportation. Officially? Unofficially? Strictly between you and me, I am the only thing standing between Edgewater and total annihilation.
He sounds very sure of this situation.
I told Silas I'd pay my dues if he agreed to join the Resistance. Guess this means he's finally heard the calling.
I don't know about that. No, I'm not going to do that. What is this? Workbench. Okay. Well, should I sell it or break it down? It's a great source of parts. I certainly don't need 3 of these. Each one of these gets 3 weapon parts. Well, for 50, I can increase the damage by about 10%. Alright, we'll check this out after I get a chance to see what they're worth if I sell them. Okay, let's head into town.
Sorry, I'll just be a minute.
You had a minute. Next one comes out of your pay.
Ease off the threats, friend. I'm going.
Boss's orders. We all got quotas to make. Don't make me report you to Mr. Thompson.
Okay.
I've got some time. Oh, I'm an actuary. That means I keep tabs on a worker's living expenses. How much it costs to feed, clothe, shelter, bury, and replace your average human worker. Technically, I'm employed by the Spacer's Choice Department of Human Resources.
Okay. Sounds good. Alright, we need to... get into here. I guess. This the cantina? No.
Yes, Mr. Thompson. I'm fine, Mr. Thompson. Never been healthier.
Uh-huh.
Whoa, did Mr. Thompson send you? Well, you tell Mr. Thompson I'll be right at my post. Tomorrow. Bright and early tomorrow. Because I'm definitely not plagued. As spry as a spring chicken. That's old Abernathy. You some sort of wandering alienist? Walking into a man's own domicile, pestering him about his mental state? You don't know that. I could have been saying anything. Maybe I said vague. You know how words sound a mite strange when you're sick. Wait, no. Oh, damn it. Okay, listen. Maybe I am feeling a little under the weather, but I swear I'm on the mend. Please, don't tell the constable.
Okay.
And become the town pariah? I'm already the oldest worker in town. I don't need to give him another reason to avoid me. Hey, you're hale and healthy and possibly for hire, ain't ya? Do a good turn for an expiring old man?
Maybe. Depends on what you need.
Couple hours out of your day and some light second story work. That's all. There's a cache of anthracillin tucked away in the old community center. Powerful stuff. Stronger than what we got, anyway. I need you to break in, nab that medicine, and bring it back to me. I'll do what I can.
I assume there are guards.
You will not find any guards within sight of that old place. Marauders, on the other hand. I have it on good authority. There's a gang of them squatting there. I advise stepping softly. I tried medicating myself with Adrenatime. Didn't do much for me, as far as I can tell. Anyway, I can't just buy medicine. Distribution of medicine is strictly prohibited to any workers beneath the acceptable margin of health. Company policy. More like the company won't treat me because I'm not healthy enough.
Okay.
So you'll do it then?
Sure.
You oblige me with your haste. I think I feel the plague spreading. Oh, Law, it's in my spleen now. I can feel it. Just keep your head down when you're in there. Marauders have taken over. Probably tracking mud all over the archives. Silas knows, doesn't he? That's why he sent you. That's why he wants me to pay up. He knows.
No.
Look, I got my gravesite fees right here. See? I'm good for my word. Get me that medicine, and I'll see to your payment. I know that, but I got nobody else to turn to. Reed would have wrote me up. Constable would have locked me up and wrote me up. Could have gone to see the good vicar, but I never did find my courage.
Okay. Goodbye.
You're making a mistake working for Abernathy.
Almost lost a finger in the cannery today.
I know how you feel.
This is the next closest. Over here. Barbershop. Hello.
Please don't touch anything. Your hands are probably crawling with germs. Physical hygiene recapitulates moral hygiene. Cleanliness is next to lawfulness.
Sure.
So everyone says, until someone forgets to cough into their elbow, and then we're all dying of plague. I'm Conrad. You will report to me if your hair fails to meet Spacer's Choice aesthetic standards. You will also report to me in the event of your death, whereupon I will clean and prepare your remains for interment. Burial, in the unfortunate event of a fatality. It's what a barber does. We make you presentable.
Uh-huh. Okay. Speaking of burials, Silas sent me to collect your fees.
Ah, gravesite fees. Silas and I had talked about this at length. I thought I'd made it clear my pecuniary situation precludes the necessary restitutions.
Uh-huh. You mean you're broke?
As broke as pie crust, friend. Bidless, indigent, destitute. I simply cannot afford it. I am a blemish on the prosperity of our fair settlement. When I expire, I expect Silas to toss my body into a ditch.
Oh, you have a very loose definition of the word prosperity.
Edgewater is built on the discipline and sacrifice of its people. Say what you will about our town, but we all pull together. Tell Silas I can't afford to pay, and that I fully expect to have my medical rights revoked for this dereliction. With my apologies. Some time ago, I fell ill with the plague. By the grace of the law, and through my own hard work, I'd proven worthy of treatment. Frankly, I don't imagine I'll earn that right a second time. The barber work hasn't been profitable, you see. I've had to keep this old place running with my own savings. Not a bad idea. But I'd need some kind of collateral. My pair of lucky clippers. No, that won't do. Your idea intrigues me, but I'm afraid I don't have anything to give Silas. I'm open to suggestions.
I'll let you know if I think of anything.
Much obliged.
Okay. So we couldn't get any money from him.
What can I do for you?
I'm looking to repair my ship.
A ship? Dear me. You seem to have lost the ability to distinguish between reality and fantasy. This is what happens when you let your imagination run wild. I don't approve of fantasizing. It's a dreadful habit, corrosive to the mental faculties. You ought to let the vicar take a look inside your head.
I might do that, actually. Couldn't hurt. I don't think. Your vicar?
Vicar Maximilian. Our man from the OSI, here to spread the message of scientism like a soothing balm upon a feverish head. Or so you'd expect. You'll find him in our local church, probably neglecting his duties.
I hope this is nothing like Scientology.
He doesn't seem to like us much. The vicar has not been with us long, and in his relatively short tenure in Edgewater, gives off the distinct whiff of superiority.
Whatever could that be?
Go ahead.
What do you know about the plague?
The plague's come at us with a vengeance this year. Lost 6 workers in as many months. I wouldn't call them good workers, mind you. If they were any good, they'd have been treated. Still, It is a shame.
Absolutely.
Fever, chills, fatigue, aching, vomiting, an excess of phlegm, a tendency towards belly aching. Company policy, friend. We don't have enough medicine to treat all of us, so we treat the best among us.
Who gets to decide this?
Mr. Thompson's brainchild. Have you met him yet? Thoughtful-looking fellow, stares out of his office most hours.
Afraid I haven't.
Edgewater has been good to me. I consider myself privileged to work here. I am never wanting for work, not since the plague started. As the good vicar says, work fortifies the spirit of a man. If you want to feel exhausted, try not having any work.
That's all for now. Okay. Anything here we can use as collateral? What is that noise? Okay. Alright, let's check out the next person. I think they said the cannery, yeah. Phyllis Granger. Let's go talk to Phyllis. Hello. Phyllis?
You the new worker? Whatever. Make it quick, Tenderfoot. I'm busy.
I'm guessing you're the foreman.
Foreman Granger. Mind those words don't come out of your mouth unless preceded by yes, or right away, or thank you. Shit. Silas still on about that. Here, take the fees. I'd appreciate it if you didn't tell Reed I was late on my payment.
These papers aren't signed in your name.
Because they're not my fees and not my gravesite. Guy I worked with shot himself. I paid the bill.
Why? That's kind of you.
I could do without the sarcasm. Wasn't acting out of the goodness of my heart. Law requires delinquent gravesite fees to be paid by the deceased party's closest living relative, which meant me. Shame, though. Eugene was a good worker. Woke up one morning and put a round through his upper story. Can't imagine why. The kid was doing all right at his desk. We all thought he was an upstanding receptionist. Just between the two of us, I'm pretty shocked his weapon didn't misfire. Spacer's Choice handguns aren't the most reliable. Eugene wasn't family.
Thought you said you were his closest living relative.
Yeah, I was the closest living person relative to his body at time of death. I'm the one who found him, you see, so I pay the fines. Suicide's a crime. The legal term is irreparable damage to company property. What Eugene did to himself was vandalism.
Place is so backwards.
When one of your workers commits a crime, the entire town pays for it. In other words, Edgewater would have been penalized pretty hard. Whatever Eugene was worth as an asset, we would have had to pay out of pocket to Spacer's Choice. Look around. Edgewater ain't exactly swimming in luxury. We can't afford to pay the body price of a suicide. All I know is Silas asked me for Eugene's gravesite fees, which means he was approved for burial, which means his papers went through, which means the town's in the clear. I'm just glad to put this whole ugly affair behind me. Eugene can rest his bones in peace, and the rest of us can get on with our own lives.
Okay, well, thank you, Phyllis. Alright, what's our journal say? Collect Conrad. Oh, might be worth mentioning this to Silas. Okay, well, let's go see Silas then. Let him know about this little situation with the town barber. Because how the hell do I get out of here? Alright.
Fancy threads. That some kind of hibernation suit? You run into any trouble?
Conrad says he can't afford to pay.
Conrad's barbershop is a yawning pit that swallows his every bit. I keep telling him he should cut a few corners. Skimp out on the disinfectant. You gotta put the squeeze on Conrad. Find some dirt on him. Maybe check his back room.
Okay. Extortion, yes. Well, let's go do that. Let's go extort him. What are my graphics settings? My graphics card is screaming. VSync off, FSR2 quality. Okay. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Yeah. Sorry, I'm just gonna go back here. Conrad, receptionist shot himself. This is bad. Company's gonna have to call it for what it is. Destruction of Spacer's Choice property. Eugene was an asset and somebody has to pay his body price. This is gonna ruin us, so I was thinking we'd pawn off his teeth. Eugene had a full set of gold teeth. Heirlooms passed down his family or something. You're processing his body, right? Just dig around and pry them out. We'll sell the teeth somewhere nice and quiet. Use the bits to pay his body price. And nobody's the wiser. What do you think? Don't write back. In fact, don't talk to me at all. Just give me a special signal next time you see me. Waggle your eyebrows. Phyllis G. That's pretty good, right? You don't really need that. You're dead. Is there a back way out of here?
What can I do for you?
Well, about those teeth.
You know about Eugene? How?
I'm a mind reader.
You were probably poking around my things. I really shouldn't leave my letters sitting out in the open. Eugene's golden teeth were a family heirloom, representing 3 generations of poor dental hygiene. He took them to his grave.
I doubt it. They're probably worth a few bits.
More than a few. Those teeth were his personal savings. I can't ask Silas to dig up a man's body and pry a few teeth loose from his jaw just to pay my bills. Can I?
Why not? Ask forgiveness from the vicar later.
The good Vicar Maximilian and I have never quite seen eye to eye, but your point is well taken. Here you are. Gravesite papers affixed with my signature and an IOU. Eugene was not a suicide. He put a bullet in his brain, yes, but that's largely a technicality. I was the one who prepared Eugene's body for interment. I discovered symptoms of the plague on his corpse, and I discovered medicine in his pocket. Lots of medicine. Eugene overdosed on adrenatime, which is known to cause psychosis and paranoia as possible side effects. The paranoia drove him to take his own life.
So the town never had to pay a penalty?
We can all thank our lucky stars that young Eugene was hopped up on medication and suffered its predictable side effect. I included it all in my official report. I'd like to think I saved Edgewater a great deal of money. We never could have paid the fines associated with a suicide.
Goodbye. Oh, Silas. You've got some digging to do, my friend. Some prying.
Grave digging's a fine profession. Always work to be had, and nary a word of complaint out of your clients.
We need to talk about
Yeah?
Eugene.
What about him? Yeah. Funny thing, Eugene's body ain't where it's supposed to be. The night we were supposed to commend his body to the earth, I had his grave all dug up and ready, right? And so I thought, I'll just rest my eyes a bit.
Oh,
When I
God.
woke up, his body was gone. Spirited away. Vanished. The footprints nearby suggested that Eugene was stolen by marauders. Or he rose from the dead.
I'll keep an eye out for them.
Let me know if you find anything.
Sure.
Definitely not the junior in humor, that's for sure. If you've got business inquiries, you should stop by Reed Thompson's office. He's up in the tower above the cannery. Head into town, follow the road.
Okay.
Yeah? The colony ship? Are you talking about that old rumor? Some great big starship packed full of colonists what got lost in the aether never to be found again? Ain't heard that one since I was but a stripling. Can't say it was terribly convincing far as rumors go. There a reason you asking? Alright, easy now. No need to get your hackles up. Maybe you've been out in the sun too long. Why don't you head over to the cantina? Get yourself some zero-G brew. It's a brew that's good for what ails you.
Sure.
Look, I don't know what's got you caterwauling about Hope this and Colony that, but you need to stop, or there's gonna be trouble. Something I can do for you? Yeah?
I should go. Turned aside. I did.
Something I can do for you? You run into any trouble? Reliable work from a freelancer. That's gonna take some getting used to. And I'll buy you a drink sometime.
I'll hold you to it, Silas. You're a good guy, I think. Okay, let's get this medicine. Oh, this is way over here. Oh, come on. Drop a little quick save in case I try to do sneaking and it doesn't work out. Shit. God damn it. I heard it. Couldn't get away from it. Damn it. Okay, what do these things look like? Is that a mine? Can I disarm it? No. At least not that I could tell. Let's try this. Maybe it's a perk you have to get. Maybe I'm not walking up to it fast enough. Let's see. Nope, I don't think you can disarm them. Maybe that's a perk you get or something later. Shit, I've been in intermission mode the whole time. Apparently, once you set it off, there's no stopping it. So I guess we... Ridiculous. Oh. Okay. Keep my distance. Straddle these two. Ah. Oh, that's irritating. Fine. Alright, where's this medicine? The hell is that? What I need all this food for. Vending machine. Oh, over there. This thing. Okay, you have to have a hack skill of 20 or higher to sell. Oh, can I sell? Hold Z to sell junk. Okay. Did it work? I guess it did. Shut up. Looks like this person's on a different level. Shit. Okay. Doesn't seem like anybody's coming through here. These people are above me. It's very close. Bard. Okay. Oh, it's right there. Is there anybody in there? Is this locked? First aid room key. Somebody's got a key. Is there a key out here? Don't see a key. Good. Nope.
Something there.
That... I thought there would be like some sort of execution thing I could do. Apparently not. Well, that's irritating. Is there another way into this room? Optional. Dang, I don't have enough points in that. I can't see any other doors into this room. That door's barred. I need like a silenced pistol. I don't think there's any way I can go in that room without firing at people. I was hoping to stealth this mission. I thought it would be possible. Maybe if I go back outside, maybe there's a way up onto the roof or something. Watch out for those damn mines. Oh shit. Well, that didn't work. Okay. So we're gonna have to do this the hard way. Let's take a break and hydrate. Some Diet Sprite. Okay. Let's look for a different way up to the roof. See if that's possible. I don't think there's any climbing mechanics. Okay. Let me do this without attracting attention. We get up here. No. That dodge thing is annoying. Come on. Just let me up. That's weird. Where's that light coming from? Okay. Oh, that I don't think is gonna work either. Well, if I could get to that, but I can't. Okay, fine. Do we have to kill people? Is there any other way to do this? I'm beginning to think not. I think we're just gonna have to kill another random light. I don't see any good way to stealth this. I mean, it feels like there should be. Like, it feels like it's set up for being able to stealth through it, but I don't see a way. I mean, let me see if I can sneak up to the front desk. See if there's anything up there. Maybe I can sneak past this guy. What's this? Bypass shunt. Mag pick. Okay. Didn't see that the first time. Can I use that to get into here? No. Alright, I think that dude comes over here and gets a drink in a minute. What's he do after that? Oh, does he go back to the same spot? Okay. Well, I guess I'll have to wait for him to get a drink. If this doesn't work, then we're gonna have to go guns blazing. So I don't see any other way to do it.
What's that noise?
Nothing. It's nothing.
Hear that? Come on and play.
Alright. Do any of you have the key that I need? I didn't see any good way to stealth that, at least not with the level that I'm at. Alright, is this key up here? I don't have what I need to hack it. Fine. A key around here somewhere? Ooh, assault rifle. Oh yeah. So far, none of you have the key. I need the key. It's you making that awful noise. Okay, well, yeah, this is the room that was barred earlier. The keycard encoder in the lobby is back up and running. Hopefully it won't go on the fritz again and start shooting keycards at anyone who walks by. As a reminder, you can borrow a keycard from the director or one of the workers in the second floor office if you lose your card. So, this is a keycard encoder. Okay. Why is it so dark? Hack 25 encode first. Really? What's my hack right now? Okay. Well, stealth might have been possible there if you had everything, if you had the points you needed to do that. What are you? Alright, well, it wasn't my favorite. But it wasn't too bad. Stun baton. Little looty loot. Make sure we don't miss anything. Look at these. Okay, I think we can skedaddle on out of here. Such a pretty game. Well, what's in here? Have the loot. Hey, please get in here. Why can't I fit in here? This is ridiculous. Oh, this is frustrating. Fine, I'll come back later when I have like a jetpack or something. Speaking of, I think maybe I had perk points or something. I used my skills. Oh, I only got skill points, not a perk point. Okay. Okay. Alright, let's go give dude his medicine.
I've been feeling pretty low these days.
We should keep our voices down.
What's wrong, guys?
Spacer's Choice takes care of its own.
Sure
I
it
don't have
does.
time for this.
Spacer's Choice takes care of its own.
Mm-hmm. Sure it does. Sure it does.
Hey, I need to talk to you.
Okay.
Excuse me. I'm Esther Blaine, Spacer's Choice Actuary. I overheard your talk with Abernathy. I hope you're not thinking about getting him that medicine. Abernathy is a well-known hypochondriac. Anthracillin is wasted on him. You're better off selling it to me instead. All I'm saying is Abernathy's worked in this town longer than some of us been alive. How do I put this gently? He's got a lot of cobwebs up in his attic. I probably shouldn't tell you. Don't want you implicated for what I'm trying to do. Alright, here's a summary. A lot of sick people in this town, and we don't have the medicine to treat them all. Can't reach out to corporate without crossing a river of red tape, so I'm reaching out to you. Something like that. Look, I'm not in the habit of law breaking, but sometimes you've got to do the wrong thing for the right reasons.
I don't like these choices.
That's all I can ask of you.
Somebody's been running around talking about the Hope. Wonder if that's a new drug of some kind.
I think maybe we'll give it to the actuary.
Somebody's been running around town raving about a colony ship. Plague must have gone into their brain matter.
Silas has been talking.
Thanks. I'll see to it that this medicine gets to the people who need it. Here, something for your trouble. Nothing personal, but I hope we never do business together again. Don't want to make a habit of consorting with smuggler types. You do have some cheek on you. Lucky for you, I kept a little contingency fee in case you tried to negotiate with me. Somebody deserving. Silas on account of him being out in the cold. Amelia seeing how she's around people all the time. Anybody in the sick room?
Okay. Oh. Yeah, I'm sorry. Goodbye. Well, okay, so we helped out a few people here in the town. We haven't gotten much closer to... what's in here? To fixing the ship. Meet with the town leader. Okay. Guess we can do that real quick.
The grease monkey, Argo?
I'm sorry, Mr. Thompson, sir. You asked why it's taking so long to fix. The answer's technical.
Don't apologize. Just try using small words for me.
The cans bust open in the oven because she's set to cook saltuna, which isn't what we've got. Mr. Thompson? I think there's someone here to see you.
Focus, Miss Holcomb. You and I are still talking. Let's start over. Walk me through the process. Show me where it's going awry.
Well, sure. It's, mostly on account of what we're feeding into the mechanism.
It puts food in cans. We have food, we have cans. Why won't it work like we need?
She's expecting saltuna of a certain size. We're filling the cans with... well, not fish.
Seems we've got a guest. Really now, Parvati, I do wish you'd spoken up. I do apologize. I was given no forewarning of your arrival, or I might have welcomed you at the gates myself. You were saying, Miss Holcomb.
It's just what Bess needs is a proper refurbish. I can bandage her up and what all, but she's just... old. Sorry, I'm sorry. I'll do better.
And I do wish you'd stop referring to our cannery as Bess. Personification of company property is strictly contrary to the Spacer's Choice Code of Conduct. My apologies. I am not in the habit of allowing my guests to witness such a row. Now, what can I do for you? I'm Reed Thompson, Outpost Administrator. I cannot help but notice you are not in uniform. Of course not. I don't have that kind of luck. Seems I allowed my excitement to run away with my wits. Been a few seasons since we've had a visitor pass through.
Only regulator we've got is hooked up to the town transformer. Mr. Thompson ain't liable to be keen on dismantling it.
I beg your pardon. I am most emphatically not keen on any such thing. I can't let you have our power regulator. But I happen to know of another one. And I happen to know exactly how you may retrieve it without frying yourself in the process. My proposition benefits the both of us. Please, hear me out. There's a power regulator in the old botanical lab. It's mostly abandoned, so all that power is being squandered. Go down to the geothermal plant. Reroute power from the botanical district over to us. Once their power's shut down, you can have their regulator and be along on your way.
Who's they?
I was not entirely sure how to tell you this. The botanical labs are not legally inhabited, but there are people who live there. No, I do not imagine they will be pleased. But like a parent disciplining an unruly child, you will be doing them a kindness. The people living in the botanical labs, they're deserters, former workers. I need them back at their posts. I need them to come home. Edgewater is struggling. We haven't hit our production quota in years. If we don't meet our quotas this year, the company might shut us down for good. I need those workers back at their stations. Neither do I. The fault was entirely mine. I pushed them too hard. My hope is that by cutting off their power, you will convince those deserters to come back to town. Before you go to the plant, I want you to stop by the botanical lab. Speak to their leader, Adelaide. Tell her the power's about to go, and that it's time her band of deserters came back to town.
Yeah, this is gonna go real well.
Adelaide's older than the other deserters. She's dignified, kindly. From what I understand, her camp looks to her for leadership. That is not a hypothetical I enjoy entertaining. We need Adelaide back. Nonetheless, I will settle for the return of her followers. We belong to one community, the Spacer's Choice family. If we dissolve into factions, then we will all perish separately. Adelaide will understand that.
Let's see what I can do.
Told me all about the plant. Taught me all he knew. I could come in useful. I mean, if that's all right with you, Mr. Thompson. So...
I hesitate to part ways with Miss Holcomb, but I cannot deny that she is talented, and may prove useful to you. You will need an administrative passcode in order to enter the plant. I am trusting you with mine, and trusting Miss Holcomb to guide you if you'd like.
Okay.
Great! I got my wrenches and diagnosticators and hairpins and engine tape, so I'm all set.
Well, I am glad to hear that. Best of luck to you, and thank you again for your help. It is a lot to ask of a stranger, I know.
We better clear out of Mr. Thompson's office before we talk.
Well, let's go then, Parvati. I wasn't staring.
Can we talk? Sorry.
Yes, in the
You
elevator.
got a minute? Sorry. You just want to get out of here. And you likely don't want to tag along like me. It's just, Mr. Thompson has his own view on matters, on account of it's his job and what all, but that's not the only side of the tale. Oh, he ain't a liar. He believes every word he says. It's just, he doesn't always get where other folk are talking from. To Mr. Thompson, a person's a gear. It does its job quiet-like. If it squeaks or stutters, it gets replaced. The deserters are decent folk. I knew some of them before they left. I don't know anybody well. I mostly listened to them talk, kept my head down. There was a boy named Thomas who used to follow me around, asking questions about the stuff I fixed. He was real sweet to me. Not any sort of dissident.
Of course, it has to be complicated.
Miss McDevitt? Oh, gosh, no. She was a real important person. A flavorist. Made all the food taste decent. She used to work up in the big office with Mr. Thompson. All I know is she left after her son died. It was a real big to-do. I could hear them both yelling clear from my own place. Life's hard here. Especially for them that don't fit in so well. We're one big Spacer's Choice family, but every family's got the one the rest whisper about. Mr. Thompson's aiming to take away their power. They'll have no lights to see, nor heat to cook. They'll be at the mercy of marauders, or worse. I think you should talk to the town's vicar about it. Max, his name is. The mission's on the east side of town. You can't miss it, on account of it being the only clean thing. Thanks, ma'am. I just think when you gotta make a decision that'll hurt somebody, it's best to think on the right and wrong of it. That's what my dad used to say anyways. Where are we headed? That's on account of how I never met her. It's hard to miss what you never knew. I don't ponder it over much. She was in another division of the Spacer's Choice family. She worked in the Vale a few months, sorting the cannery computers. Her contract said any kids she had, expected or not, belonged to her office from the time of conception. So when I was born, I got sent here. could be. Reckon I'll never know.
All right, I think we are going to leave this part here. So thank you very much for watching. Next time, we are going to go talk to the vicar and probably piss off a bunch of people who are deserters of the Spacer's Choice community. So I look forward to that, and I hope you do too. I will see you in the next one. Thank you very much.